I used to think shadows were just the absence of light, empty space where brightness couldn't reach. But I was wrong. Shadows aren't empty. They wait. And mine had been waiting for years. It started when I began noticing something strange about the shadow in my bedroom. At first, it was small things. When I moved, it moved, but not always perfectly. Sometimes it lagged for half a second. Sometimes it felt sharper than it should be. I blamed the angle of the lamp, the curtains, my tired eyes. But one night, everything changed. I was standing in front of the wall, staring at my silhouette, when I slowly raised my right hand. My shadow raised its right hand too, but its fingers were slightly longer. Just slightly. I froze. My heart began pounding. I told myself it was perspective. Light distortion. Anything logical. So I lowered my hand quickly. The shadow lowered its hand too, but not at the same speed. It moved slower, deliberate, controlled, like it was thinking about it. That was the first moment I felt true fear. I stepped away from the wall, and my shadow stretched unnaturally before snapping back into place beneath me. I turned off the light and went to bed, convincing myself I was imagining things. But around 3:12 a.m., I woke up with the strange sensation that someone was standing beside my bed. The room was dark, but I could see faint moonlight coming through the window. And on the wall across from me, I saw my shadow. The problem was I was lying still. And it wasn't. It was standing upright. I couldn't breathe. It tilted its head slowly, as if studying me. Then it took a step toward the edge of the wall. And I felt something tug at my chest, like an invisible thread connecting us was being pulled tighter. My body felt heavy, paralyzed. The shadow leaned forward, and I swear I could see depth in it, like it wasn't flat anymore. It wasn't just darkness. It had shape. It had presence. And then it did something impossible. It stepped off the wall, not fully, just partially, like its arm extended outward into the air, still connected to the darkness behind it. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. The arm reached toward me slowly, fingers stretching longer and thinner until they were hovering inches above my face. I felt cold air brush against my skin, and then, suddenly, the morning alarm rang. Light filled the room. The shadow snapped back under me as if nothing had happened. I jumped out of bed, drenched in sweat, shaking. I told myself it was sleep paralysis, a nightmare. But when I went to the bathroom and turned on the light, I looked down, and my shadow was facing the wrong direction. My body faced the mirror. My shadow faced the door. That's when I understood the truth. It wasn't copying me anymore. It had learned enough. That night, I tried something different. I stood under the light and refused to move. I wanted to see what it would do. Minutes passed. Nothing happened. Then slowly, my shadow's head turned. Not mine. It looked up at me with no eyes, no features. Just a darker darkness where a face should be. And inside my head, I heard a whisper that didn't belong to me. "You're tired." The voice was calm, gentle. "Let me carry the weight." My knees almost gave out. It stepped forward again, and this time, it separated fully from the wall, a full silhouette standing behind me, taller, straighter, stronger. I could feel my own body growing lighter, weaker, like something was draining out of me. "You don't have to struggle anymore," it whispered inside my mind. "I can live for you." For a terrifying second, the offer felt peaceful. No stress, no pain, just rest. And then I realized, if I stepped aside, even for a moment, I might never step back in. I ran out of the house that night and never returned. But here's what still haunts me. Ever since that night, I don't cast a shadow in photographs. In certain lights, nothing appears behind me. And sometimes, when I walk past a dark alley or stand under a street lamp, I see something out of the corner of my eye. A tall silhouette moving just slightly out of sync with my steps. Waiting. Practicing. Because shadows don't disappear. They just wait for the light to weaken. And one day, when I'm tired enough, it won't need to copy me anymore. It will finally replace me.